Look at that butt. Finally got the bumper. This is Wizard Works Off-Road out of Canton, Ohio. Just got this thing in. This was actually a custom request. I don't think he's ever done the hitch before, this whole center section. So that was custom request. It is 1/4-inch steel all the way across. That is DOM tubing. I believe 1.5 inches. I guess I'm not 100% sure on that. And he's got a backing plate behind the hitch too, all welded in to reinforce. You got shackle mounts on either side. I just need to get the shipping label peeled the rest of the way off and get the whole thing cleaned and start priming. I can't wait to get this thing on the Jeep. This was custom request. I'll tell you about that as I keep working. Wizard Works Off-Road. Brand new bumper. Custom request. This whole centerpiece hitch is a new design. So this is prototype off of their base. This is all 1/4-inch steel. Looking really good. I just got the shipping stickers off of it and ran it over with grease and wax remover. I'm going to let that dry while I eat dinner. Jen just finished dinner. And then I think it's time to start priming her. Got some self-etching primer. I don't know if that's the best or not, but that's what I know how to use. As you can see, the XJ is undergoing some stuff and the basement's still a mess. This has been a bit of a headache, but once the XJ's done, she'll go up for sale. Well, my acid edge primer, it turns out, is kind of an army green olive drab. I bought black paint to paint this black to match the rest, but now I'm half tempted to turn my front bumper off and paint them both olive. I don't know. We might have to test fit it and see before painting it. This is first coat of the etch primer. The can ran out and still needs to be probably another coat. And then this Duplo, I'm not a huge fan. It came out kind of gritty, so I'm going to have to do a fair amount of fine sanding before doing a final paint. But otherwise, wait for that to dry for a while and flip it over and I'll do the inside too. Okay, here she is, fully primered. And a few things I'd like to point out. You can't tell now because I painted over it, but I was seeing good heat showing through on the welds, good welds. He had this backer plate. This is all 1/4-inch steel, but even with that, he put a backer plate behind the hitch for extra weight distribution, etc. The tubing is all DOM tubing. From what I understand, it was actually so strong it broke his original machine. He had to get another tubing bender, heavier duty tubing bender. This is primed up with Duplo self-etching automotive primer. I think I'm going to sand that down, get a couple more cans on my way home from work tomorrow, do another coat all the way around, and then I'll start painting it. I love this thing. Starting to throw down a little black paint. Everything's been primed several times. Looking forward to it. It's getting exciting. Okay. This is the Wizard Works prototype hitch bumper. They do a TJ bumper that's just the crossbeam and the shackle mounts. and then they'll put the Wizard Works logo cut right into it. It's beautiful. I wish I'd gotten the logo in here, but with the hitch that I had requested, didn't quite work out. So this is the prototype. I've got it primed, painted, and mounted. I took the tires off so I could get to the back to see where the bolt holes align for that, and so I was able to drill from the inside. And then I also have Fishbone Off-Road frame tie-ins, so it's not just mounted to that cross member, it's also mounted to the frame. All made in Ohio. The Fishbone Off-Road, I believe, is out of Lima, and if I remember correctly, Wizard Works is out of Dayton. So I'll correct that here if it's not. But all Ohio made, American steel, American handcrafted workmanship, and it is beautiful. This is a lot higher. Now, I used to have a barricade rear bumper with the spare tire mount came out, and it probably hung down to about here. Especially in the middle where the hitch was, it was almost level with that skid plate, and so it created quite a horrible exit angle. Now this does stick out a little bit, which will a little bit kill the exit angle as well, but it can't be as bad as the old one was, I'm hoping. And I wanted a hitch still, so this is what we've come up with. I'm gonna put this thing to the test over time and see how she lasts. I've seen some other Wizard Works stuff, so I'm pretty confident it's going to be good. All in all, I'd say 5 stars. Now, the problem with TJs and Wranglers and CJs in general, nothing is the same on any of them. So he actually has a TJ in his shop that he measures off of and works with, and he wants it to fit tight around this rear cross member so everything's solid. The problem being that, like I said, nothing's quite the same on any of them. So my rear cross member was about a 1/16 of an inch deeper height-wise than his was. So I had to get in there, shave a little bit off the inside of the bumper and shave a little bit off the bottom of the cross member. But this is 1/4 inch steel, so I'm not too worried about that cross member being weakened, because I think this just stiffened up my entire frame by the looks of it. 5 stars. Totally 5 stars. I'm happy. Thank you, Chris, for all your hard work and for being willing to work with my special request. Oh, this has been a dream for a while.